Okay, so I'm outside the Chertsey driving test centre. Chertsey has a small bay car park. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go into the car park and start from there. And what I want to do is just have a drive around the Chertsey test centre area, looking at the possible large roundabouts, confusing junctions, one-way streets that you may get, and hopefully you'll be a bit more familiar with it. Okay, so I'm just going to start off in the car park. Now, obviously, you walk out to your car, you do your eyesight tests, get asked the safety questions, then you'll get in. So once you get in, you'll be asked to drive on when you're ready. So if you park this way or the other way, do an appropriate signal. And then what I would do is I would pause here because you're emerging again. So just have another look both ways before you go. And then at the end here, pause here again because you're emerging again. So have a good look both ways, make sure it's safe. There you go. Now when you come out, it's quite narrow here, so you've got quite a lot of meeting traffic situations. So just look at where the road is wide. If you see oncoming cars, this is where you're going to pass each other. Okay, so I'm driving on Guildford Road. I'm coming up to a large roundabout. Now, we're going to follow signs for Woking. What will happen is this lane will split into two. The left side will be marked Weybridge and the right side will be marked Woking. Okay, so as it starts to split, check your right side and keep on the right. So we're following signs for Woking. We're going ahead still. What you have to do is go ahead but keep your position on the right side. Okay, so it's clear to go. I'm keeping on the right side. Have a glance on my left mirror, but exit over on the right lane. Now the left lane will now turn into a left only for Weybridge. So I'm keeping in this lane. Now as this lane widens, I'm now keeping on the left side of it because again it splits into two. So on the approach, it's clear to go, keeping on my side. There's the first exit for Weybridge, and this is my exit approaching for Woking. You can see it marked. Okay, so a little bit confusing. You need to kind of know which lane to be in on the approach. So I'm driving on Weybridge Road. I'm going to follow signs for Bourne and Weybridge Business Parks. So what I need to do is I need to move over into the filter lane to turn right. Now there's two lanes, so keep your position on the left one. Whenever there's two lanes going in the direction you want to go, always favour the first lane on the left. Okay, so we're going into a one-way road, so there won't be any oncoming traffic. If you come down here, you're most likely going to be doing a manoeuvre. Further on there's a few quiet streets. I'm just going to turn around and head back out. So you can see the no entry signs. Keep on the left side obviously. Okay, so I'm driving on Station Road. I'm just going past the railway crossing. You might be asked to turn right here. What you need to look out for is the no entry sign. So you can see this part of the road is no entry. So just be careful not to turn here. Obviously, again, you'll be stopped. The road you need to turn into is actually a little bit further on, and it's clearly marked with the one-way signs. So the right turn's coming up here, just beyond the pedestrian crossing. So always look at the road before you turn into it in case there's obstruction there. And you're on a one-way road, so there won't be any oncoming. We're going to keep on the right side. I just want to follow the road back around. turn right, because it is a one-way, we're going to position on the right side. It's marked, but the road markings are very faint. They need repainting. So I'm on Chertsey Road. I'm coming up to a large multi-lane roundabout. I'm following signs for Chertsey Shepperton. On this approach, the left lane is a left only. You can't really see it until you get right up close. It's marked just there. So you need to position in the next lane across, which then is the centre lane. Okay, so as soon as I've gone past the first exit, then I apply my left signal, exit signal, keep my position over on the left side. Okay, so I'm driving down ROAKES Avenue. I'm going to turn right at the end. There's a dual carriageway. Now, it's quite a busy road. It's very difficult to go right across, but what you have here is you have a space in the centre where you can position and wait. So I'm looking to my right. It's going to be clear now. So what I'm then going to do, I'm just going to move to the centre here, and then I'm going to wait here and then look to the left. It's clear my left, and then I'm going to go. Okay, now I'm going to keep my position on the right because I'm now going to turn right for Woking, which is the fourth exit. So it's clear, it's safe for me to go. Keeping on the right side, gone past exit 1, exit 2, going past exit 3, now doing my left signal. Left side is clear, having another check, exiting over on the left side. So there's some gateway speed signs, it's 50. I'm going to get my speed limit up to 50. Now, this is St. Peter's Way. It's a dual carriageway, multi-lane, speed limit is 50. There is a large roundabout right in the middle. Now, you definitely should practice this. When you get to the middle, we're going to go straight across, second exit. If you go left or right, it takes you onto the motorway. Even though you are allowed on the motorway now, the examiner won't take you onto the motorway. Okay, so I'm approaching the roundabout now. I'm following signs for Woking Chobham, which is straight on. So if you're going left or straight, you keep your position on the left lane. So check my speed, start getting the speed down into appropriate gear, usually second, possibly third. Okay, it's safe for me to go, it's quite open. So what I do is I go past the first exit, keep on the left side, I do my exit signal. I've got the green lights, they could change. Now when I exit, what I need to do is I need to keep on this side because there's vehicles, it's like a slip lane on the left. So once I'm around, what I'm now doing is I'm picking up my speed to match the speed of the traffic on the left side, and then I'm going to try and move over into the left lane because we always drive on the left unless you're overtaking or planning to turn right. So I'm back on the Guildford Road. This time what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow signs for Weybridge. Now Weybridge is on the left side, so we would maintain our normal position here. Woking, which we did earlier, was on the right side. So we're going straight on but in the Weybridge lane. So it's safe to go. Keep on that left side. Now the road mark, you can see the sign, the left is marked as a left only now. And there's also, from this sign, you can see there's a bypass, which bypasses the roundabout. So I'd still have a left signal. I'm in the left only lane. I can see there's a bypass here, so I don't need to stop. I can continue going. Obviously, I'm still aware what's going on the right side. and once I'm on the dual carriageway, I then just pick up my speed, and there's repeater signs reminding you what the speed limit is. It's 50 here. Okay, so I'm on St. Peter's Way, coming back up to the large roundabout in the centre. So there's lots of signs telling you to reduce your speed. There's a warning sign, you've got the countdown markers. So start slowing down. Now, we're following signs for Weybridge. Again, on this approach, there is a filter lane which goes off to the left, which joins around the motorway. We're obviously not going to do that. We're going straight on, so maintain your position. Start slowing down, start checking. It's quite an open roundabout, so you can see very well. Okay, safe for me to go. So again, once I've gone past the first exit, which is for the motorway, I then apply the left signal. Okay, it's a large roundabout, it is partially controlled. So as I'm exiting, look very carefully at the road markings. More paint, more danger. Now, we're going to keep on our side. We're not going to move into the left lane yet, because that's a slip lane and there are vehicles on that left side. So once I'm off, then I start picking up my speed, and then when it's safe, I'm going to move over into the left lane. Okay, so that left side, there's vehicles that turn off the motorway and join. So you're going to have some fast vehicles there. So just be careful not to go straight over. Keep in your lane, wait till you're off, pick up your speed, and then check and then move over. Okay, so I'm on Staines Road. I'm going to be following Staines. Now what you can see here is the left lane is marked Thorpe Park. So what you then need to do is move over into the right lane in good time. Now we're just going to do a U-turn at the roundabout, so it's basically turning right and taking the fourth exit, and then I'm just going to drive back down Staines Road. So I've actually had a few of my pupils who've been on tests, and they've told me that they were actually asked to come up here. They did a U-turn at the roundabout and then go back down. Now, I think the reason is when you get down to the end and you turn left, you have to really slow down. And I think that's the reason you're asked to do this route. So I'm going to follow signs for Staines Town Centre. So what you can see here is the left lane is marked Staines Town Centre. Now it's not actually a left turn, we're just changing lanes. So just do your MSM routine and position over in the left lane. Cancel the signal because the left turn is not for a little while. So you can see the speed limit here is 50. The left side is marked Staines Town Centre. There's another repeater on the right telling you the speed limit is 50. Now, what I think personally is that there should be some reduced speed signs, or the speed limit should start to reduce. So here, look, you've got another 50 repeater sign, but then here you have to get your speed right down. I'm slowing right down to about 25 here, and then I'm taking this turn. And then here's your speed sign just on the left, 30. So I just think personally the speed should slow down a bit earlier there. It's quite, unless you know it, you're going to end up approaching that junction really fast. So just be aware of that one.